the kind of role that I see film playing in the context of culture in Kenya is an enormous one. I think foremost because we go to cinemas, we buy DVDs that cost $1 each, and film in many ways has become very cheap. And yet, when you begin to look for stories that help you reflect conversations about who you are as a people or as a nation, or just even as a multi-layered person living in Africa in 2013, sometimes you don't find enough of the kind of films or to help you reflect on those. And every time there is a good film release, Nairobi Half-Life being a great example, it leads to this explosion of debate and conversation, because it really enables us in an environment where there's very little or hardly enough of us, even on television, to have real conversations. So I think film plays an enormously important role in culture. There's something really wonderful about living on our continent, in Africa, because on the one hand, you're constantly being squashed by the challenges. You don't have funding, and you don't have this, and you don't have so many things. But what you do have is this space where everything is new. And that's a beautiful space to be as an artist, because the things that you create have meaning, and you have the possibility of having incredible impact with everything that you do. If you look at the Kenyan space in particular, there's a freshness to so many things. You look at a literary journal like Kwani and the last books that they turned out, and they were reflecting very much on real and deep and probing essays and questions on what Kenya is and why the violence that happened in 2000 and 2008 happened, and where are we headed? And or you look at films like Nairobi Half-Life and the reaction of the very mixed audiences, even in Nairobi, who came to see this film, who are able to look at their city and their country with really completely fresh eyes. It's not the 1,000th film they've seen like that, or the 100th film, or even the 10th film. It's the first.